Good morning, lovely people, or evening, or whenever you're watching this. It is currently Thursday, the June 20th, and basically I have not did any recording on my experience or anything like that at clinicals and stuff. Well, I did try, but I have not been feeling well, at all, female problems basically. Haven't been feeling very well. This month was just super horrible for some reason, but yeah, so I didn't do very much recording, but my overall clinical experience so far this week was not horrible. Now on Tuesday we did go to a pediatric hospital, and at that pediatric hospital they have kids there that either have some sort of disability or that have suffered some sort of trauma. From what I was told, a lot of the children there were in some kind of accident, mainly auto accident. So that's where we went. The kids themselves were very heartbreaking. A lot of them were, the ones who could communicate were really sweet, but a lot of them could not communicate. It was about two little boys that kind of really got me, really tugged on my heartstrings. And one of them, it was because I think it was his classmates had made a get well soon poster for him, and on that poster they had a picture of him before the accident. He didn't look anything like that picture anymore. If you looked at the picture long enough, you could tell it was him, but he didn't look like that picture anymore. And it was just wow, really wow. And it just really broke my heart to see that and to know that he's never going to be like that again. He's never going to be the same. And that really broke my heart. And there was another little boy who was super, super sweet. He was in such a good mood. But of course he had all kind of tubes all over him, and it was just so horrible to me anyway. But at least it was in good spirits. I will take that. Wednesday, same old hospital clinical site, so that wasn't bad. Today I'm actually getting to the school a little early because I'm going to help one of my classmates. She has to retake her math exam, so I'm getting to school a little early to help her out, and then I'm going to read and stuff. Also, we have our first HESI exam today. It's our, basically, I think I told you guys, for our exit HESI, we get to take it twice. Once is a practice HESI, and then we get to take the actual exit HESI. So the one that we're taking today, it technically doesn't count, but I still want to do well on it, because it's if I can see what I do on this one, that can kind of gauge what I'm going to do on the actual exit HESI, and it can kind of tell me what I need to work on, what my weak points are, and so on and so forth. So I'm still going to try my best on it. I think that's going to be it for the day. I really don't know. And then we also had our first OB exam, or maternity exam, on Monday. So she has not finalized our grades yet, but I know I have at least a B on that exam. And then we have our med-surg exam tomorrow. So I think everybody's kind of stressed out about this freaking med-surg exam, because it's over 11 chapters, 11 freaking chapters, and it's a lot of information. It's over it's in-depth information about your neuro, your lips, and your autoimmune disorders, and all kind of stuff like that. And it's just a lot. It's a lot, because it's not just the disorders. You also have to know the signs and symptoms, the diagnostic tests, the medical treatments, and so on and so forth for all of these disorders and diseases. And it's a lot. It's a lot. So everybody's pretty stressed out about it. I honestly got very overwhelmed last night when I was going over the material, it's a lot. I got so overwhelmed because it was like, I don't know, it's just like I'm worried about mixing up my signs and symptoms and stuff with these disorders. So yeah, but anywho, I'm like 3 minutes from the school actually, so I'm gonna get to the school and get in there, and then I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Bruh. So I'm just getting out of my exit HESI. That freaking thing was 110 questions. My brain don't function that long. It doesn't, but oh my god. Anywho, I passed it. So this one was our practice. So the next one that we take is going to actually count. So that means it will only get better from here, because like I intended on passing it, but I will admit I didn't take it as serious as if it was the one that was going to be actually for the grade. Like I ain't even going to fake the funk. So that's why I say it can only get better. But some of that stuff we have never covered. It was over stuff that we're going over right now as well. So like some of the stuff, luckily we just had a test over. So some of it I knew. Other parts of it I was like, what's this? I don't know what this is, because we haven't covered it yet. And then some of it from like farm and like other classes, we didn't cover it in those classes at all. So I'm just like, you expect me to take this and pass it and I've never covered this? So I was just like, oh my god. But I passed it. I'll take that. So that just means for the one that's for actual grade, I'm going to do even better. That's what that means. So yeah, I'm about to go home and study for this daggone med-surg test that we have tomorrow. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning. So it is Friday. I think today's the 21st. I don't know. I think all my days have been off this week. I have no idea. But it's Friday. I know that much. It is currently 7:30. I'm headed up to the school. We actually don't have our first class this morning. Our professor for that class is actually out of town on like a church retreat or a church vacation. She does it every year. So we have out of class assignments for that class, but I'm getting there early because we do have a exam in our evening class. So I wanted to get here early and study, or get there to school early and study, and then we have our regular PD class because that professor is there. And then she says she's going to try to let us out of class early to give us a little bit of extra time to study for the test, before the test. Plus that gives me time to eat and all that type of stuff, which is awesome. So I'm about to head up to school, do that. I just had to stop and get some gas, and I just wanted to like give you guys a little public service announcement really quick. In nursing school, if your teacher gives you something, like, appreciate it. Or if you have a problem with it, or how they gave it to you, when they gave it to you, whatever the case is, go to that professor and talk to that professor. Do not go over that professor's head. Reason why I say this is because I was told that the level that's under me, one of the professors gave them a study guide. Great, right? Because study guide tells you basically exactly what's going to be on the test. Now, this professor gave them the study guide, I think I was told like 2 days or something before the actual test. So supposedly it was literally just one person that felt like the professor gave them that study guide too late. So that person went to the nurse's office and complained. In nursing school, at least at our nursing school, you're not supposed to get study guides, period. So if you get a study guide, appreciate it and shut up about it. Like, even if they give you this study guide an hour before the exam, say your thank yous and Hail Marys, go look at that freaking study guide, and then go take your daggone test. That's all it is to it. But it's like, we are not supposed to get them. Like, I know last semester, one of my professors got in trouble because she was giving us study guides, and I mean good study guides, like great study guides. So she was getting in trouble because she was giving us study guides. So it's like, you're not supposed to get them, sweetie. Like, what you're literally supposed to get, like when my sister was in nursing school and she went to a university, she said she didn't get study guides at all. They got blueprints. And what a blueprint is it's going to have, like, say for example, you have chapter 1 through 6. Your blueprint is going to say chapter 1, you're going to have 2 questions. Chapter 2, you're going to have 10 questions. Chapter 3, you're going to have, like that, so on and so forth. That's it. It's not going to tell you any of the content that's going to be on there. It's not going to tell you what content to focus on. Nothing. It's literally going to tell you how many questions are coming from each chapter, and that's it. So if your professor gives you a study guide, if they say, hey, remember this, please appreciate that. And don't go back, like, because the professor didn't give it to you 2 months early, want to go complain about it. Like, come on now. Like, seriously, come on. Like, don't do that. Because I'm pretty sure it's some fellow nursing students or fellow nurses watching this, and they're like, yep, you're not going to get that, or you're not supposed to get that. So, like, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it for the rest of your class. At least, like, if you felt like she gave it to you, or he gave it to you, because I don't know who the professor was. If you feel like they gave it to you too late, maybe go to the professor one day after class, or send them an email and say, professor, like, thank you for the study guide, but we do have a lot of classes. Do you think it would be feasible for you to give it to us a day or 2 earlier, or something like that? Like, and then these professors have to actually make the study guide. So if they didn't finish making the test until 3 days before the test, and then they gave you the study guide 2 days before the test, like, I think that's pretty great. So, because I know, like, for my, the last test we had, my professor, she didn't give us our blueprint until I think like 2 days. I think it was like 2 days or the day before the test. One of the two, when she gave us the blueprint. So they don't have to give it to you, just so you know. Just so you know. That's the end of my little rant, because that kind of upset me, because I'm like, you done messed it up for the rest of the class, because now the professor said they're not giving them anymore, period. So, and in nursing school, these chapters have a lot of content. They have a lot of information. So if you are that big bad and you can study all that information, go ahead, but don't mess it up for everybody else. So hey guys, I am so sorry. I forgot to do my closeout yesterday after the exam. But basically the exam was okay. From the sounds of it, I think everybody passed. She is going to have to do the same thing like last time. Go back and review some of the answers, because some of the answers were wrong again, which no big whoop, because she did the same thing last time, and she says she's not finished with the other test. So with the other test, I do know I got so far at least a B, and excuse me, it can only get better from there if she still has to change more answers. So yeah, so she has to do the same thing with this one. So she said hopefully she'll be able to have that done by this weekend. So I'm hoping that gets done. But the test wasn't bad. It was pretty much exactly what she told us to study. It was a few things in there that I don't remember seeing in the chapter. So I'm like, where'd you get this from? But it's fine. It's fine. I tried to answer everything to the best of my abilities. So that's pretty much it for this week. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will see you guys later. Bye.